My boyfriend said he wanted a traditional wife, and I didn't realize what he meant until that dinner. Not a joke, not a preference. Something way more specific. So this happened last month. I've been dating Ryan for almost a year. Things were good. No major fights. No big issues. We talked about the future casually, marriage, kids, all that. One evening, we were having dinner with his family. First time I was meeting everyone properly. His parents were nice. A little formal, but polite. Everything was going fine. Until his mom asked me, so after marriage, would you prefer working or staying home? I smiled. I'd like to continue working. Simple answer. Normal. But I noticed Ryan glance at me. Just for a second. Didn't say anything then. Dinner continued. But the vibe had shifted slightly. After we left in the car, he said, you didn't have to answer like that. I looked at him. Like what? He said, so directly. Now I was confused. They asked me a question. He nodded. Yeah, but you could have said something more flexible. That word stood out. Flexible. I said, I was just being honest. He stayed quiet for a bit, then said, I've always imagined my wife being more traditional. I laughed lightly. What does that even mean? He didn't laugh. I mean more focused on home. Now it felt serious. I said, you knew I'm career focused. He replied, yeah, but things change after marriage. That didn't sit right. I said, for who? He didn't answer directly. Just said, my mom handled everything at home. That's what I'm used to. Now, it clicked. This wasn't a random thought. This was an expectation. I asked, so, you want me to quit my job? He said, I'm not saying immediately, but eventually, yeah. I stared at him, because this had never come up like this before. Not once. I said, why didn't you say this earlier? He shrugged. I thought it was understood. Understood? We had been together for a year. And somehow this was understood? I said, no, it wasn't. Silence. Then he added something that made it worse. I just don't want my wife too busy with work all the time. Now it didn't feel like a preference. It felt like a condition. I asked, and what about your work? Will you slow down too? He looked at me like that wasn't even a real question. No, that's different. That answer said everything. The rest of the drive was quiet. No fight. No drama. Just realization. Because now I wasn't thinking about the dinner anymore. I was thinking about the future. And how differently we both saw it. So now I keep wondering. If someone tells you what they expect after you're already serious, do you adjust or walk away? Be honest, what would you do?